Hello and welcome to another Be.Tech.Construction Building Information Modelling lecture, continuing with what is BIM. What is BIM in terms of terminology, some of the terminology used within the industry around BIM. We're going to look at some of that in this micro lecture. So we've got the client or appointing party. This is the person or organisation for initiating and financing a project and approving the brief. So the client is the person with the money who is paying for the building to get done, basically. We have the lead supplier or lead appointed party, which will be a principal architect, engineer or contractor who works directly with the client. So the client is the appointing party and they will appoint a lead supplier or lead appointed party that will usually be an architect that they will work very closely with right from the start. You then get task teams or appointed parties, architects, engineers, consultants, subcontractors or any organisation appointed by the lead supplier to undertake any work. Don't mistake the term client for employer. There is one client but several employers. The client becomes an employer when they enter into a contract with the lead supplier. The lead supplier then becomes an employer when they enter contracts with subcontracting task teams. Exchange Information Requirements or EIR. This information is created by the client and exchanged to the lead appointed party or lead architect. This information sets out what the client needs. BIM Execution Plan or BEP. The lead designer shows the client how BIM will be used to achieve the EIR. Common Data Environment CDE. A digital platform used to store and share files for the entire project. Construction Operations Buildings Information Exchange (COBE). The exchange of non-graphical asset information. The client will set dates for when certain information must be exchanged by, called milestones. Standards, methods and procedures. Agreed standards and ways of working. It could be an agreement on how models are named, for example. It could be that everyone has to upload their model to the CDE every Friday by 5 PM for federation of the latest versions of everybody's work, agreements such as this. Master Information Delivery Plan. Schedules of tasks, deliverables on the whole project. Essentially what task has to be completed, when it has to be completed by, and by who. Task Information Delivery Plan can be thought of as a micro version of an MIDP. It's a list of deliverables for a certain task team instead of the wider project. Project Information Model or PIM is the BIM model used during the delivery phase of the project. So this is while the designing is actually going on before the building has been constructed. Once the building has been constructed, the BIM model is handed over to the client during the operation phase of the building, when the building is actually being used, and this model is called an Asset Information Model or an AIM.